Hello everyone, I'm Rai Santos and I'm 30 years old and I've read more than 1,000 books in my life. Well, as you saw in the little clip that we just played, I'm in Russia. So how the hell a guy from Brazil lives in Russia and looks black and sounds like he's from California, whatever? Well, it's a long story. I'll probably tell you in a later video, but I'm here to talk about reading books. How the hell a normal 30-year-old person has read 1,000 books in a lifetime? Well, I can talk about how my mother forced me to read one book per month ever since I was 5 years old. I can talk about the Brazilian educational system, which is a little more serious about reading than the American public school system. I went to school in America, actually. Yeah. But let's keep these childhood stories on the side, right? I'm here to talk about audiobooks. Yeah, audiobooks were the thing that changed my game. Nowadays, I sell knowledge, I sell information products, and basically I sell wisdom. How did I achieve that wisdom? Well, by traveling to 102 countries like I've traveled, but most of it came from audiobooks. Once again, audiobooks changed my game. How have audiobooks changed your game, Ryan? Well, Ryan is my Brazilian name, right? In English, I go by Rai, R-A-I. R-A-I, call me Rai. Well, basically, my memory is much more in the hearing than in the reading, right? There are people who prefer to read books. They prefer to sit down and open a book and smell a book and turn pages and stuff like that. Well, I am not that person because I have ADHD. Yeah, I have attention deficit disorder, which means that I seriously cannot sit for more than 5 minutes doing the same thing, opening a book. And I've been like this all my life. And because of social media and notifications and 1 million followers, it's even harder to do it. So instead of policing myself, forcing myself to read actual books or Kindle books, I'm like, that's a lost game on my end. I need to do something else. And thank God apps like Audible exist. Apps like YouTube exist. There's even Telegram. There are many bots on Telegram, and you guys will put them on the comment section here. Bots that transform YouTube videos into audio programs, and you can listen to audio programs in your Telegram app. A lot of the old titles, they're all in public domain, so most of them are free, right? A lot of the good titles, they're on Audible, and you have to pay for it, right? I'll open my phone and I'll show you my Audible account. So this is my Audible account. I'm listening to Digital Minimalism, Choosing a Focused Life in a Noisy World by Cal Newport. That is one of my favorite authors, Cal Newport. He wrote Deep Work. He wrote So Good They Can't Ignore You. So I'm listening to this book and I'll take you to my library, and we have just 458 titles. Damn. Well, my first listen, I was Smart Money. Let's see, Smart Money, book details. It's an older book, 06. I probably bought this in 09 or 2010. We're in 2020, so that's 10 years having this Audible app on my phone, right? And my biggest Audible secret is listening to books like these in 2.7 speed. You can also go up to 3.5 speed.
As with the other chapters in part 2 of this book, I'll conclude our discussion of leisure with a collection of concrete practices that can help you act on these insights.
It's fast as fuck. And you say, well, right, how can you understand a book being read in 3.5 times the speed? The first time you try it, You won't understand a damn thing. That's fine. What the secret is, you start at 1.5 and you get your brain used to listening to information in a higher speed, right? And you like, all right, I'll give you a metaphor of you driving a car. Like if you're driving a car 20 miles per hour, you can drive, you can text, you can post a picture. Hell, you can even get a BJ from your girlfriend while you're driving 20 miles per hour. If you're on a freeway, not on a freeway, in a German Autobahn, where you can go like 130 miles per hour, you're just focusing on that. You don't text and drive. You don't get a BJ from your girl. You just 100% focus on the road because the speed is very fast. The same thing happens for audiobooks. Whenever you are listening to something 3 times the speed, twice the speed, your brain pays attention to word by word, and your brain is more focused on getting that information than he would be focused. It would be focused if it were listening at 1 time speed, reading word by word. It's boring as hell and you don't get the information. So I showed you my Audible account with 458 titles. Yeah. One thing I do with Audible, I have the platinum subscription. You pay around about $230 per year and you get 25 credits. It basically dilutes the cost of an audiobook. Audiobooks are like $20, $25, $30. With that, it turns out to be about $10 per book, which is not a lot. Lately in quarantine, I've been reading 1 book per day. You don't believe it? Well, I'll show you how I do it. First off, I have a very powerful noise canceling headphone set by Bose. Yeah. So I plug this right here, connect it to my phone, and start playing FIFA on TV. Oh, you don't understand? Yes, I do understand. I do catch the content. Much more than if I were just sitting down and listening to it. Don't ask me why. My body, my mind are used to it. Another thing I do, I just go walk around up here in Russia, Moscow, at the park.
Aqui porque é aqui que passa a parada de todo ano que tem o exército russo desfilar aqui. E ali, ó, é a tal do Castelo Rá-Tim-Bum que eu te falei. Mano, tá deserta essa praça, impressionante.
There's a park right there. It's called VDNH, one of the largest parks in Moscow, one of the most important parks in Moscow. So I just walk around and I get my headphones on and I listen to my books at 2-3 times the speed. This way, well, on average, a book is about 7 hours long, maybe 8 hours long, which means it takes you 2 hours to finish 1 book. Yeah, just 2 hours, which is not a lot. That's like 5 games of FIFA, maybe 6 games of FIFA. And that is how I listen to 1 book per day during quarantine. So if you're isolated, try that. Try playing Call of Duty or FIFA or whatever and conjugate that with audiobooks. I'll give you a link for 2 free audiobooks down here in Audible. And if you speak Portuguese, because I know a lot of my followers are from Brazil, there's YouBook here. Oh, YouBook has books in Spanish. Entonces, si tú hablas español, ¿vale? Hay muchos libros en español en el YouBook. Y ahí os dejo el link para comprarlo en la App Store de tu país. Soy Ryan Santos. I'm Ryan Santos, straight from Russia, but I'm from Brazil and I grew up in the States and all over the world. Subscribe to my channel. Every once in a while, we do content in English. Just the beginning. Peace out.